Hello, this is Pusillanimous Gamer, and welcome back to my single-player Let's Play of Civilization 5. Last time, we just rolled over the turn and took another social policy and patronage. We finally have our culture rolling between city-state allies and finally getting up a few guilds. Finally getting there where we can finally push through patronage. I really want to get into rationalism. Our spies are finally planted in their cities. It's still taking quite a while. I almost wish that I stayed in India with those pretty quick steals that we were getting. But for now, they're gathering intelligence. We'll just see what's what. We do see Suleiman plotting against Gandhi, so we'll just...
Bons dias.
And there might be more than one. Share intrigue. And it'll just... Isabella plotting against Maria. So Spain was plotting against Maria probably because of this city right here. Not anything to do with going up against her main cities, but she's just mad that she took that spot. That's my guess. Bella is constructing the Brandenburg Gate, so that's interesting. Suleiman is launching a sneak attack against another civ. I'm guessing that's not me because they're so far away, but...
मैं आपकी शांति की कामना करता हूँ.
Share intrigue. Suleiman was plotting against Gandhi, so yeah, so Suleiman's thinking, let's just go over here and take out some of these cities. So now they're forewarned, let's let them all get mad at each other and a little bit happier with me. Now, as far as stealing technology goes, that's interesting. At least working a bunch of production. Thankfully, not working science. Brandenburg Gate. So she's not blocking any technology, or blocking it with the constabulary and all that. So maybe I'll leave that one in Spain. Let's view his capital here, and he's focusing on culture. Interesting enough. So he does have his constabulary up, and so I think I'm going to move that spy. There's a point where juggling him around to find a good place to steal won't really be worth it because you're spending that much time just in transition, because it takes a few turns when a spy moves to a new city to set up there. But 20 turns is a long time. I could go here. He's mad at us anyway. Although I'm sure he's not as far ahead as some of these other cities or other civilizations. So let's just go back here. He's still mad. Yes, he's still mad that we got caught stealing technology, but maybe he won't catch us again. Sorry about that. Where am I going? Here. This guy. Back here. We're going to leave the other one in Spain. Okay, so we can finally finish those mines. So I'm going to work our factories as soon as possible. I could consider buying them in a city. 15 turns here. 9 turns here. That's interesting. And we have 15 turns there, although I'm not in any rush because Vienna's still recuperating. Sparta is taking quite a while. I could rearrange a few of these tiles to speed it up. But if I wanted, I could buy one and engineer the other, or I could just rearrange these tiles a little bit. Why don't I do that? Here and here, get us down to 7. I won't worry about the merchant for now. Can I get this down another one? 23. So actually, I'll keep working that slot, and 6 turns there, 7 there, and you know what? Maybe I'll save that gold. And this city is light on production anyway. I think I'm just gonna see if I can rush it. $41, $241, so that would finish it. It does feel like a waste of an engineer, especially if you're used to using them to rush wonders and stuff like that, but I'm so far behind in tech that any wonders will be gone. The other option is to plant it, and as just a production tile. What I could do is just steal a few tiles and see how much production we can get. That could go up. I could get a few more. So there's a chance I could cut it down, get it a little bit quicker, but you know, I think I'd rather just build some other things while working these other tiles and growing. Okay, I do want to get up here and build another trading post soon, so I want to remember that. I'll probably send this guy up. This guy here will finish that, and then we can build some other things next turn. So now that we are in the industrial era, as you can see, I can buy a great general with faith. So that will be important if we have any wars, when we have wars come up. And I do want to work some of these other tiles, grow to them. One. So that will actually finish turn earlier when that grows. And I switch this. Turns. So I could actually grow the city and then play around with it to make it grow. After it grows, so it'll actually be 5 turns, and it'll grow to this tile. So it will produce 3. So that where it says -7 to make it a turn earlier, it actually, or -10 will be -7, and then I can just play around with my tiles to finish that off. Actually, it'd be less than -7. Because I'll also be working that extra production for a couple turns. So that'll be a lot better than working this now and growing slower. This guy doesn't need to protect my engineer anymore. So I'm thinking I'll probably just want to keep another unit up here. He gets feisty, but man, trapped in at all sides. This is pretty much lose-lose situation if anyone decides to attack me right now. I'm not planning on switching any of the, or upgrading any of these except possibly my scout archer. I do want to pay attention to where he went, especially since he will be getting range soon. So as soon as he's range and can double shot, he'll basically when you upgrade them, they actually lose 1 range, becoming a Gatling gun. So all these crossbowmen would have to be adjacent to whatever they're attacking, which I don't really want. I'd rather keep them, at least for now, even with the lower attack power, as ranged units that can attack from the extra tile away. But as soon as the scout archer gets another promotion and has range, it could attack from 3 tiles away as a crossbowman, but if I upgrade them, it will basically be a much better crossbowman attacking the same distance as crossbowman does now, but with 30 ranged attack power. So I sent one to Mbaza Congo, I believe, and so now I will send the other one up here to Milan. Just so that, as you can see, it's just going to keep going up by almost 1 a turn. Same thing there. So they're just going to keep going up and up and up. So if anyone wants to fight me for them, they're just going to have to waste a lot of gold, because I'm not going to be losing any influence. Anna has grown. So, let's see, I could steal these nice tiles here. Yeah, I want to just keep growing.
Ireis considerar esta
Open
oferta?
borders. No thank you. Especially if they have any amount of tourism, I don't want to be giving them a boost.
Espero que
No
este
thank
trato
you. Our open borders with them must have finished, or they will be finishing this turn, which will kick them all out. She's probably going to send the settler up here and settle her own city, which is, yes, me pretty dumb after raising those two cities, but saying that's just the AI. But thankfully we'll have them all kicked out, which will make me a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, there they go. So that open border deal ended.
Engineering ends.
So unfortunately nothing that I can really get here. As I said before, that's pretty much almost all wonder technology. Especially Porcelain Tower in the mod is really good. They changed it because in the vanilla game, Porcelain Tower provides bonuses to research agreements, which really don't happen in multiplayer games. So instead, you still get your great scientist, but it gives you +2 science on any luxury resources worked in the city. So especially if you have a city with a bunch of luxury resources, then that can be a really good boost. Just checking on what these guys have for quests and other things. So they want furs. Guessing still no one has any furs or anything to trade. He has furs, but he only has one copy, and it would be really expensive to get it from him anyway. She has a single furs. Guessing none of the city-states do. Could check here one by one. Another thing you can do is just go in the diplomacy screen over here, and you can see which resources the city-states have that you would get when you ally them. Usually the city-states tend to only have 2 to 3 different luxuries they tend to have, but actually this time it seems like it's pretty diverse. There are quite a few sugars, there's incense, salts, truffles, gems, silk, so it's actually pretty good. It might be worth actually allying a couple more of these just for the bonus to happiness if we need it. But no furs anywhere. That's pretty scary. Some riflemen. Although, I mean, that would be coming. That's right up here. So if they're all the way up here, that's not a surprise really, but that's just scary for us to deal with. So 24. You know, we'll keep fighting. 94, just enough there to re-ally, and Aeolon has the 500 gold, but we'd have enough to take it back. Factory finished, so this will have at least a little bit better production now. Okay, but let's get up our opera house as we keep growing, and that way we'll be ready for building Hermitage when we have all of them up. Just gonna keep going here. Do we have any trade routes to Catherine? Do no, not. So that is, or rather Monaco, I meant. That's another option, but you know what? For now, we're just gonna keep our ally status. I think. Let's see. Actually, we're at 135 with them. Could go here, get a slightly less gold you know, let's raise our influence down here in Monaco as well. We should get another trader out coming up somewhere up in here. We can either biology or with railroad. Probably soon enough that we can stay allies with them in the meantime. We're only losing a third of a point of influence a turn. Okay, so this guy is going to come up here to work that trading post up here that we wanted. Don't know what is going on here. He's going somewhere, whether or not it's to take out Linz or possibly to come up here to start attacking India. Could be going with either of them. He might even try to take out Prague rather than keep fighting me for it. But I want to get these units probably all on the road if possible, so that way if I need to move them quickly, that is an option. Guy can go down here just to keep an eye out. Actually, I'm going to send this guy here. He'll keep an eye out on what the AI is doing. Just get a little bit of sight. I could move this guy up here for the same reason, but I'll just keep them all in my land for now. Okay, so we'll go back and finish off that sheep pasture. What is this guy doing? I don't know.
Ireis considerar esta oferta?
No, thank you. Yeah, I really don't want that bonus to tourism that the AI would get for having open borders with me. That's fine, she can keep trying to spread. She gets a science bonus from that. I really don't want that profit coming down here, I think. But either way, you know, it's good bonuses from either of them. Either the production happiness from temples and the growth. No, thank you. Or the bonus production and gold, or we wouldn't get the gold, but in combat strength. Brandenburg Gate is on the path to get artillery, so we are still just playing the catch-up game. These AI are getting up to where the units are too powerful for what we currently have. So we are in... Oh, no, we're still establishing surveillance. If we look here, 58 science in that capital, 95 in ours, so that's good. We are 20, and we are slightly under the under this here. I should probably also be worrying if you look at this, all these frigates. Frigates are pretty dangerous, and I do have a coastal capital, but I'm in such a position behind that really I'm just going to glass cannon for now and push that economy and really hope that I don't get attacked. And basically crossing my fingers is my plan. It's not a good plan, but it's pretty much the plan we have to take, I think, if we're going to win. Here is where I think I'd rather work. Rather than steal some of these cells, I'd rather get a little bit more production. After this, I think we're going to go with... let's see. I don't have any production bonuses for a granary. Windmill would be nice. I can finally get up my Circus Maximus in some city, which is good to know. Get up my market, and then I think get that opera house. Or, you know what, let's get a stable first. To an opera house, and then we'll take it from there. Horseman can actually, Knight can go up here and see what's going on. Especially, I don't remember what the distance is from anyone's line of sight that barbarians spawn, but it would be pretty bad if this late in the game I let a barbarian spawn right next to me. populations also grew. Let's see. You know what? Let's work that merchant. Get that merchant going. How close are we on the other merchant? Someone else working. This one here. 4 turns. But maybe we'll let this one finish first, and then we'll finish the one in the capital. Yeah, the capital can probably afford to waste a slot over here, where this one here would probably really rather be working production tile or something similar, or growing more. So we'll finish that there. Okay. Now looking back, the whole honor plan, like I said before, probably put us further behind than it gained us anything, although late game, if we do get in a fight and if we do happen to be powerful enough to be winning that fight, then all those bonuses will be really good, especially as you take out much more powerful units. You'll be getting more golden science and culture. No thank you. But in reflection, especially with only the 2 cities that we really ended up having space for, with how quickly the AI settled, I probably would have been better off going with tradition and just really pushing these cities as much as possible, especially now, even after fighting for so much, I only gained 2 more cities. The bonuses from tradition probably would have been better than honor. But, you know, it's trying something a little bit different, especially with the mod making it honor a lot more fun. You know, it was worth it just to try, I think. Okay. I think I'm going to take this little bit of production gold over faith, and we'll just work the faith when we grow again. Frog Seed's a great scientist, so that's good. We're going to get one anyway, so that will further push us ahead of Babylon. So, is he actually at war with anyone? Just announced some people, and he must have open borders here, so he's moving through probably to fight India, which is fine by me. I think we're getting close enough. Actually, you know what? This might as well just work a few more farms. I was going to say we're close enough. I might want to start making some mines up here, but I think I still want to keep growing. Actually. Okay. Capital doesn't really have much else to work, although I think I'm just going to put a mine up here as well. When I do need to start really pushing out units and stuff, I want to be working my production tiles. Ben is gone, another ideology adopted, another opponent in the modern era. If we look here, wow, Babylon is still in the industrial era. That is interesting. And he has most tech, so that's really not the tech lead as far as the furthest up a path. He just has all these other technologies filled, and he's going a more wide tech path. Oh, he did end up fighting Maria Theresa. That is interesting. I don't know why you would get open borders and move units in first, but once again, that's the AI. So he's just thinking he'll take out this last city, which once he does that, I'm sure he's going to be looking for a fight either with me or India. Half the civilizations reached modern, or someone in the era beyond it. So more delegates per civilization and per city-state. Now it's +2 per city-state ally, so we have quite a few city-state allies, so that's good. We'll probably be having choosing a host now. Well, I don't have enough to vote for myself. I think I will just keep India for now. Although he is doing dumb stuff like proposing freedom, which I will have to vote against. I made that deal with the Ottomans to get them to fight Assyria. The cultural heritage sites I really don't want to go through because I have pretty much no wonders, and so that's straight up culture bonuses for the AI. And hopefully not, obviously this time we won't be the host, but maybe the next time, if I get some more city-state allies, I can. Okay, so let's keep growing. Modern. Okay. So now everyone... Oh, no, Spain's still in industrial. And I'm guessing he's still industrial. Yep, Syria's still a little behind. Maria is so devastated by that war, in terms of her infrastructure and everything. She lost all those cities. She's still in the Renaissance, and we are actually ahead of another player. Yay! Small victories. Gandhi is plotting against Maria Theresa. I don't really care about that, but he is there, and wow, 34 turns. So that was not worth moving him. To see what's going on in here, he is going full culture. He is going for culture victory, I'm assuming, as we remember before he has a ton. Wow, look at that, 171 tourism. So look at this, Spain trying to fight against that, went autocracy, and look at that devastating happiness. So we might be forced to go freedom, because otherwise we just won't be able to keep up with happiness or anything. Go back to India. Wow. That. Familiar, popular, exotic, popular. Bonuses. Against us, they don't have any bonuses, which is good, although they're pretty close to taking us over. They are making a ton more, 74 tourism more than we are making culture, so they are overtaking us, so there's no way that we can fight against that. Unfortunately, I think we're going to be pressed into freedom. I think for my sake, I think I'm less likely to go out fighting than the AI is to come in this way, so I think I'm just going to G's roads, although it looks like I can't. I thought I should be able to, but oh well. I think I'm gonna set them right here. Just keep an eye out. That is interesting. Look at all that happiness that the AI has. In 3 turns, I should be getting my own ideology. She wants to war Gandhi, everyone wants to war each other. It would actually be a good idea to attack Gandhi, just to take him out, because otherwise he's on a pretty good path. Although, I didn't actually check this fully. You know what? He's far enough away from the Ottomans that, you know, he's only rising slowly, that I think he won't actually be able to catch up with them. I'm gonna cross my fingers there. What is interesting is that if Babylon comes in here, I'm assuming he's going to take Austria over pretty quickly, but seeing as Austria is only fighting Babylon, oh, yeah, maybe she could put up enough fight to weaken him. Either way, he's wasting some resources. You know what? Maybe it'll leave him weak enough that when we do catch up, hopefully, catch up enough that we can fight there. ourselves. Here remains host. Yeah, everyone else should be voting for themselves. Got our great artist, so we could start a golden age, or we can save it. Like I said before, we're not going to be making any great works, so we're going to save it for a golden age. It will only give a golden age of 6 turns, but I think if I'm going to have to go freedom anyway, one of the policies in the freedom ideology is extended golden ages. So if I save it, then it will actually, this great artist will be worth a little bit more later. I'm going to move this general down here, and then I'm just going to save that artist in Salzburg for now. One more turn for that merchant. Also got our writer. I can never remember exactly if it will keep gaining culture or if that culture is set the turn it is founded. So for now, we'll just wait one turn. At 475 culture this turn, and we'll just do nothing, and we'll just double check next turn and see if it goes up at all. Although I think it's based on your culture per turn. So yeah, so we will be getting slightly more culture because of these buildings here. So we'll see if that goes up. Okay, 4.5 to make this grow faster. So actually, rather than working this, we do want to try to finish that factory a turn earlier. So yep, doing that. It will slow our growth a little bit, but we're fine doing that. Okay. Vatican longs for culture. There's no way we're catching up. So far you have the lead with 97. It seems strange. Okay. So scientific theory finished, so I do want to get my schools up as soon as possible. I will finish those culture buildings though, I think. Then go public schools. Okay, so the next science tech is all the way up here in plastics, and I could try to get up there. Oh, I did forget, I want to move that spy back out of India. Double check one more time here what's going on. So yeah, he must have these buildings up. So if I go back, I think it was Ottomans, or I think it was Istanbul. Yeah, it was 20 turns. Well, look at this, some damage actually being done to cities. So yeah, let's try going with Istanbul. 20 turns would be a lot better, assuming that he didn't build any of that. And he is preoccupied fighting now, so he might just be building military units as well. I'll waste a little bit of time traveling back and forth, but in the end, as long as I get to steal something, it'll be worth it. Okay. I could, you know what, I think I'm just going to go up here to electricity, get that hydro plant if I can in Sparta. It really needs that production boost, and then from there I could consider, I only have 7 iron right now, I could consider getting a small navy in case of a coastal attack, but I think I'm so little of a threat that I'm not going to worry about that, and I'm just going to come up this way. Instead, and try to rush my research labs. It would be good to know where oil is, though, however, so we'll see when it comes to that. She has entered the industrial, so she is catching back up. You can see some archaeologists running around now as well, but we're not really worried at all about getting antiquity sites. Really, we have no chance of doing anything as far as a tourism victory goes, and that boost to culture is not really worth spending the technology points going up that path or the production making archaeologists for us, I think. Looks like we might be getting converted back. That Indian Great Prophet still twiddling his thumbs. Some actual damage going on over there. World's most wonderful people, yeah, so we really do not want that wonder culture to wonder World Congress proposal to pass, because look at that'd just be 30 straight up for him, not including any modifiers and so on and so forth. We won't get anything. Ashurbanipal won't really get anything. Marius Frigaser won't really get anything. So it will really put the AI in a much better position. Finally got that great merchant, so we can finally unwork that slot. Growing, and with that slot out, I can move this back down here. I wasn't getting any production, and now I can get those 2 from these slots. Could buy this before she grows to it, but I'm not in any rush there. I could send this somewhere like down here to Monaco and get a bunch of influence as well as a bunch of gold, and I think I would rather do that than planting it somewhere. Or I could go to Laventa. At least with Laventa, I'd pretty much be guaranteed to ally it. Jerusalem not so much, but I think that's the plan, is sending it down here to Monaco. Quickest route would probably be just going down here through Panama City. Actually, yeah, let's go with Monaco, because I really do want that extra culture. Even if just becoming friends with them would help a lot. Yeah, I no longer have open borders with Spain, so this way. But this, or where is my scout archer? Yeah, he can go and escort. Okay. Through again. See if we can finish that pasture this turn. We can. Just work that tile. We do want to consider switching over, taking some of these tiles here, but we'll do that when we grow again. And this is just growing quick enough that it's fine. Oops, I did not mean to move that. We'll move back next turn. To grown, got our great person, so this one here can go back. After we grow. And this guy, did I say it was 4? No, this one 475, I believe. So 496. So that is still going up. I think maybe for a few turns afterwards it will accumulate. Really should make sure how that works. It works the same way as the Great Scientist, I believe. So, but as long as that's still going up, we might as well wait a couple turns. Although I could just rush it now and finish my policy. Finish patronage, get the extra vote, and a whole bunch of extra delegates, and well, I think that'll be worthwhile, just getting the bonus culture and food and faith immediately. Their patronage is finished, and got some nice bonuses. Probably not the usual path you want to go on Deity, but whatever, we're having fun. This guy is going hanging out there. That. Now is everyone fighting at least one other person? I think India might not be. Portugal isn't. Those two are the only ones not at war with somebody. Yep, very well. I don't think fighting two other players and having your cities being attacked, you're really in a position to be threatening someone else, but you never know. No, thank you. Telling you all game, I will not let you pass through my territory, so nothing has really changed. Monaco forced to pay tribute to Spain. So gifts of gold will, because of that, will buy even more influence. India is the first to receive influences over somebody else, so that 1 out of 7 away from a victory there, but like I said, too far away right now for that to matter. If he ends up getting a lot of bonuses and, you know, if his hotels and airports up and stuff where it looks like he might be running away, then maybe I'll try to convince these other players to attack him and join in a war. But for now, we won't worry about it. We'll just let the AI run its course. Can take our ideology. He is the only one with freedom. Autocracy would be nice for us, but like I said before, he has enough influence over us, and I think that's what modifies how the effect that's going on here. So India, Spain is familiar. See about these other players who also, the Ottomans have quite a bit, Portugal has quite a bit, Babylon has quite a bit. And I think those are all the order players, so they would actually be influencing us quite a bit as well. Familiar. Familiar with us, and Portugal is still exotic. India is popular, and I think I'd rather go with freedom right now anyway, I guess. Actually I prefer autocracy, but we're just gonna go with freedom. And don't know if this kicks in this turn or next turn. Get our free policy and freedom. Okay, we could increase the rate great people are born, so get that bonus to our great workers and, great writers and great artists and great scientists that we're really trying to push out. So that would be pretty good. Or I can go with specialists consuming half of the food, meaning our cities will keep growing pretty quick. But I think for now we're going to go with that bonus and really try to push those great scientists. Okay, so that couple cities grown. Work that faith again. Athens has grown, and let's see how far away we will be. 19 turns from merchant. Well, I might as well finish that, I think. Then, where can I finish at school in 1 turn? Actually, let's go with that. We are so close to it that I think that will be worthwhile. We'll even stop looking at science for 1 turn. Finish at school. Could probably shave that down as well, especially if I steal some tiles. We'll worry about that next turn after we finish this school here. Yeah, and there's a settler. He's trying to move up. Stay here. That's probably the best spot to settle. He settles a crappier city down here, and that's fine. I'm not going to bother fighting him for spots anymore. Okay. Go down here and improve that iron tile. Actually, there's no point in improving that iron tile unless we need it for frigates, which is kind of too late for that anyway, because it's too far actually out for the city to work. Yep. Freedom, so he'll be a little bit happier with us. Unfortunately, it'll make the others a little bit more unhappy with us, but like I said, I really don't want to be losing a ton of happiness if possible. Another free unit. Unfortunately, a long swordsman is pretty garbage at this point of the game. And we got 2 of them. Actually, at this point, it'd be worth just gifting them away. Before I go ahead and that, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna gain gold here with the merchant. I was thinking if I spend the money to buy it and gift a couple units, then I could spend my money or send this great merchant elsewhere. But I think that's probably my best bet and pretty close bet, other than say Labenta. How close are we here? You know what? Let's give them a gift, become allies here. Our first grade scientist, or second grade scientist rather. So let's see, anyone else that we're close to? 101 there. Cool. And that is way up there, so there's no way we're getting anywhere with them besides giving them money, which I could do. Won't worry about that for now. We'll just be happy being ally or friends with them. I must have finished a quest or 2 up there. These guys, I think I will be gifting them away for influence, but I think I'm going to wait. For the freedom policy, I think it's in freedom where there's a bonus to influence from gifted units. That might be something worth taking. Although the gold per turn spent now, it's quite a ways away. You know what, I'm going to be going up rationalism, I think, anyway, so you know what, I think we're just going to gift them away now. Does anyone want units? Yes. Benta, we are not too far ahead with 75 with them. So you know what, maybe we'll just gift them a few units. Especially since, you know, they're hostile, so they're not gaining it as much, and we really want to stay allies with them in case we get in a fight with Babylon. So, you know what, 10 influence instead of 5 for each of them. And then the next one will have to wait a few turns. That great scientist is being born, and he gains us how much? What, 1,500. So that's not even enough to really gain a tech, except for some of these lower ones, so I think I'm going to plant him as well. I think probably right on this coal up here. Really no reason to be protecting these ones going through our territories, but just out of habit we might as well keep doing it. Our public school is finally done, so we will work some of these tiles. I think we are getting close enough to you know, not needing really a ton more population here. That will actually give this tile to Sparta and let them grow a little bit more. But we can even work that faith tile in the city. Him a little bit more production. Actually, how much does he need to finish? 17 over the course of the return. So let's see. That was enough. I could. Let's just juggle this around a little bit better. Other than this, let's work this and keep growing. Okay. That's fine. Athens is finally finished school, so if we get our opera house up, and then let's say our Circus Maximus, that will finish up pretty close to getting us our cultural, our hermitage, cultural national wonder. We're going to save Oxford, but we could be working our national epic to get the great bonus, or the bonus of great people production. I'm going to consider that as well. Finish that farm, which I accidentally stopped. And have enough mines here that we're not working that we'll just make another farm. I will go here to save that tile in case we can't get to any of these tiles. We'd rather move down here if possible, but fine. Okay, with that, I think I'm going to run a turn, and that will be the end of the episode. See if anything interesting happens in the meantime. Probably just shuffling some units around. It does have cannons in place here to attack Linz. So let's see if they take any damage other than the city shot. Guys shuffling some units. Looks like he's going to be losing a city. We don't want to lose influence with them. Lose the pledge of protection, so we'll just... We don't care if she gets a little angry with us. She does have the top military still, and look at that. Planted a city. Faded over the years. So, okay, so he is not quite as happy with us as he used to be. We are different ideologies, and we're friends with one of their enemies, so let's see, what do you take? 7. That's fine. You're unhappy now. Some reason. Is it from... We do have dissidents. So actually that order is pressuring us a little bit more between those others than that one from India. But probably fix that pretty soon. You know, we'll get the Circus Maximus up first. And we'll trade this, and then we will end the turn. Instance to Isabella, and similar to Maria Theresa. Or probably actually Maria, not Maria. Turn from Maria Theresa, similar to Maria Theresa.
Iesēdz.
Huh.
Os dias.
She wants silver as well
Saludos.
from the incense, so
Continuad.
they will still give us the full price.
Bons dias. Prosseguir.
She will not.
Ireis considerar esta oferta.
Someone else wants silver.
Ireis considerar esta oferta.
मैं आपकी शांति की कामना करता हूँ.
Oh. No. Yes, although, yeah. I doubt
Ah,
I'm gonna
ihr
get better.
seid. Das kann nicht euer Ernst sein.
Yeah. So we're just gonna have to take the hit here.
Bons
She is
dias.
not as happy with us as she used to be,
Prosseguir.
so she won't do 7.
Ireis
Taking
considerar
a bunch of
esta
stuff, will you do
oferta.
6? About 5.
Ireis considerar esta oferta.
Fine. Okay, with that, I will call it the end of the episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.